So, I'm just gonna go back here. Notice like your crosshair placement this whole time is like you're not really ready for anything. You're very like, you're like aiming at the floor a lot. Try to like bring your crosshair up more so that you're ready. Once you see people, you bring it up, but you want to like keep it up the whole time. That was good aim. You might just have a really high sensitivity. Because it's not like you're missing with your, with like how jittery your aim is, right? With how like unsteady your tracking is. You see, like, it's not like a smooth, crisp motion like this, it's like this. Maybe you're just on a sense that's too high. Because your aim itself doesn't actually seem bad, and it seems like you're tracking properly. But like even here, when you're coming downstairs, you're aimed at the floor the whole time. Just bring the crosshair up.
Get ready, squad. Got a bandit here.
That was gross. That was gross.
Get ready, squad. Got a bandit here.
This clip shows the importance of crosshair placement. You had really good crosshair placement. As soon as you saw these guys, right? You're like obviously like a little unaware coming around here. You're not really worried about your crosshair because you just picked something up off the floor. But as soon as you saw this guy, you immediately pre-aimed head level. And that just gave you a freebie. Yeah, good crosshair placement there. You also like played the box well. Okay, so when it comes to like crosshair placement, chat, this is what you need to keep in mind, right? I'm just going to use a freeze frame of this as an example, okay? So notice how this whole time, his crosshair has not left head level, right? Until like he's like moving around or like looking up or anything, right? So he comes up on the climb. His crosshair is about waist high, which is okay. As long as he's not looking at their toes, it's fine. It's like, it's alright. But what you need to keep in mind in FPS, this is translatable to every single FPS, okay? So consider how tall a character is, right? And in FPS, people have, there's different damage values on different parts, right? So like if you shoot someone in the legs, you're going to do less damage to them, unless you're playing Tarkov, in which case, go ahead, blow them toes off. But in every other FPS that's not Tarkov, you do less damage to people's legs. So generally, you want to keep in mind how tall players are on average, and just aim for the part that does more damage. So you'd aim like head level, or in Apex, for the sake of consistency, because it's tracking based and not insta-kill based like Valorant or Counter-Strike, you aim chest level. It's very like dependent on the game. So like in Counter-Strike, you always aim head level, so that when you're pre-aiming a corner, you don't need to make a big micro adjustment or a big adjustment in order to like flick onto someone's head. You can just do a minor little micro adjustment and untap them. But in Apex, it's all about tracking. So you say center mass on like their collarbone or their chest or whatever. So you just want to keep your crosshair at that level, that like collarbone level the whole time. It's just something that you do like after you do it for a while, it becomes subconscious. You'll catch yourself looking at the floor when you're just moving around or whatever, and you'll be like, wait, I shouldn't be doing this. Like you'll just move your crosshair up, you know. Alright, yeah. So this clip, notice again, this guy has fairly poor crosshair placement. The aim's just too low most of the time. Here he like levels it out, and this is actually good crosshair placement here. When he climbs up, He levels out properly. Because of that, he doesn't need to really like do any big adjustments to get on target. Then he goes right back here and he's back to looking at the floor. He looks up, fine. But he's just looking at the floor, looking at the floor. This guy drops. He one clips him. He's still looking at the floor. Then he gets back up. So really, like, just focus on your crosshair placement in every fight. Anytime that you're not looting, just concentrate on crosshair placement. Overall, this clip's fine, though. I don't think your sensitivity is too high. I think you could just maybe use a little bit of aim training. And apart from that, it's fine. Challenger circuit scrims. Got pushed while playing good spot and zone during scrims. Any tip on how to fight that better after frying too? Comms may be loud. Alright, we got a scrim clip. I like this. Okay. I know it says like good spot, but personally I hate playing top Stormcatcher because it's so much territory to control that it's really hard to like effectively control. Does that make sense? Like there's so many different climb ups in these little nooks and on the backside just all over the place where you can kind of get fucked. And I'm suspecting that's kind of what happens here. I'm assuming the disaster happens because no one is up here and they have their Seer ult down and you're too afraid to just crouch in the Seer ult.
They're here, yeah, they're right there.
Oh, you're here! I think they're trying here! Yeah, they're coming up! Wait, I need cracked!
Okay. Look here. Flash. I can't peek. Careful.
Oh no, that's a nightmare. We landed Stormcatcher. I guess if you landed Stormcatcher, it's hard to really like critique where you positioned then unless I saw the zone. But generally Stormcatcher, right? The endings around Stormcatcher, just so you know, are either out by these buildings or down the hill down here, or they're over by this house, right? So like they don't actually end on this building ever. So when you're playing here, it's a KP spot. So you're pretty much like playing here to pick up kills on the surrounding area and then work your way in later. If you landed here and you wanted to play a god spot, you kind of have to make a gamble. You opted to play in the middle, which it's fine. But like I said, it's just a lot of space to hold. It's really, really hard to actually hold all this space. When they Seer ult here, you don't need to focus so hard on getting out of it. You actually want to like...
We need to coexist for now. We can't do anything.
You actually want to like send someone up here. Just send like 1 or 2 people up here and just crouch.
Get out of it.
I'm gonna be out of it. I'm getting out of it.
Because you lose all of your power in this spot if you lose this. As soon as you lose this, it's over. So you just need to play up there. The next big mistake, right, is pushing this.
Okay. Look here.
Right? So he hits a big beam, and like both teammates are healing, and he tries to capitalize off it, which is a mistake. When both your teammates are healing, this is also blind. This is blind, which is also really bad. Because like you don't know what's down there. Right? You know there's an ash, but you don't know what's behind the ash. You get the big damage, you don't know what's behind him because you don't have your own Seer ult down. So swinging this is super ballsy, especially while both teammates are healing, and you get punished hard as fuck for it. But taking the Chow itself there when both teammates are healing is a big mistake, and also doing it blind.
Holy shit. You get tethered? Yeah. No, that griefed.
He knew he griefed. He even said it. He said it immediately after. He said, I griefed.